Get in, nerds. We are playing Hearts of Iron 4. Behold, Greater India. Alright. Anyway, we left off right here. We were in the middle of doing ourselves war going this way into Hungary, so let's do it. Once Hungary is defeated, we've got to take out... this is Legionary Romania. But there is also a Socialist Romania that's in the common turn. And then we've got Albania and Independent Montenegro. Okay, well, you enjoy that. Let me see. These are UK units. Alright, so they're on our side. So, let's just get going here. Right. Let me see if I can find that airfield. Is it here? It's in Soviet territory. That's what's going on. My building up this airfield is not going to help me. Alright, so let's instead build it here. Use 5 levels. The Fall of Budapest. Reports from Budapest confirm that the Hungarian capital has been captured by advancing Indian troops. Small arms fire can still be heard from some of the fortifications along the Danube's shores, but no significant Hungarian forces have been sighted within the city. Most of the large bridges across the river have reportedly been destroyed, and a few have fallen under the control of India. For the first time in years, Kossuth Square lies quiet, and Buda Castle lies in foreign hands. A grave blow to the Hungarian spirit. Alright, so let's continue to march. Alright, we're continuing to advance over there, and we're continuing to advance here. I'm just going to increase the game speed a little bit. Let's just get ourselves to a next day, and then we'll check the trade situation. I've also got factories available, so we'll need to deal with that as well. Well, now I've got some heckin' aluminum. Where did I get all this? Is it just here from, from Hungary? I think perhaps so. I don't need to buy hardly any of this now. In fact, I think I can afford to purchase none. Got a few more factories available. Still a little bit short on CAS. How are we on fighters? We're still a little bit short on fighters. Let's build a little bit more CAS. And we'll build a little bit more Arty. Let's take a quick look at Recruit and Deploy, because I know we got a bunch of equipment from Germany when they capitulated. So let's go ahead and set up some more training. Not this much. We want to have some reserve. So this puts us at what? How many units in training exactly? This puts us at 106. It's pretty respectable. So that's 4 armies-ish. So that should be fine. Alright, let's get continuing to move forward. Get Hungary closed out. Obviously, the war in Italy is going just fine. We've got units going every which way here. Alright, so we're kind of struggling to get units into the breach fast enough, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. And we got units advancing here. Italy should be sorted pretty soon, in my humble opinion. See if we can get there before the our allies.
Come on.
Our allies have encircled Venetia, and what is this? Mexico! Mexico's in here. Yeah! Hooray. That's fun. I'm always happy to have Mexico in my faction. Oop, not this unit. This unit needs to go this way. Fight these units. Alright. Time for a peace conference. Okay. So, there's a lot of territory up for grabs here. What are my priorities? My priorities, I think, really, are to secure the aluminum. And there's a lot of aluminum here in southern France, so we're gonna grab that. That's a priority. Next priority is to get ourselves a path to get our troops free. So that we're not... Well, we'll be adjacent to the Soviet Union here. So I think, because we've got access through the Soviet Union, we should be able to deploy through there. Do I steal this little chunk of Hungary? I think maybe yes. I think that's a maybe. Is there any aluminum or other resources in here in Spain that I want? Because this territory is easier for me to take. Ooh, actually, I know France is going to try to get back a lot of this French territory here, though. It's not ideal. I can't get too greedy. With that having said, I am holding a lot of this territory in Spain. I think I could take some territory in Spain. I could also take some territory in South... I can't take territory in Southeast Asia. What a tragedy. What an absolute tragedy. What about in the Middle East? Only Republic of Syria, and I don't... That territory doesn't appeal to me much. Ooh, I could take this territory in Montenegro. I think I will. I like that aluminum. That's a lot of tasty, tasty aluminum. And then... don't have a lot of points here. Let's just start... They've already puppeted Portugal. Gonna put my demands in. Yep, give me that state. And then I've still got a lot of points. Let's start slicing off bits of Spain. Golly. Still want Montenegro. Alright, all of Iberia belongs to India. We'll take this little chunk of territory in the Belarus. I could take the rest of Vichy France. Absolutely. Savoy? Sure. Oh. Didn't take all of... Alright, so now we're up against some competition. We'll demand those areas. Alright, what else? What else is available? There's some little chunks of territory in Germany that I could steal, but that seems suboptimal. What about... I could take the Sultanate of Ausa, but that doesn't seem useful. Portuguese Goa... Or that's not Goa, this is, Guinea. Goa is over where I am. I should take Goa. Definitely gonna want Goa. Gotta not forget Goa. What about some... Is there some French territory in the southeast here that I could take? Yeah, I could take New Caledonia. There's a lot of good stuff there. What about this? Can I take this? No. No, I cannot. What about Palau? Ooh, there's some aluminum in Palau. I'll take it. I could take Macau. China wants Macau, though. That's fine. You can have Macau, China. That just seems sensible. Yes, yes. Let's see how things look from here. Yep. I'm going to continue to take all of this. Got quite a few points left. I am demanding a bunch of Vichy France. Let's start grabbing some French territory, shall we? I have the ability. I've got a lot of points kicking around. Yeah. This seems sensible. Can I grab all of France? Maybe. Not quite. I'll leave France the northern coast. That seems fine. I've earned it. Alright. Now I've got to be a little bit more careful. The Soviets want Alsace-Lorraine, but I do as well. This is Franche-Comté. I definitely want that. Bourgogne, yes. I want Champagne and Picardy. Oh, and New Caledonia. Pyrénées-Atlantique, absolutely. Where's Champagne? Did I already take? I already took Champagne. I already took Bourgogne. Oh, I want Picardy for the aluminum. Maybe I leave Ile-de-France. Can I afford to take... Where's Aquitaine? Oh, yeah, I definitely want Aquitaine. Poitou, Loire, Centre, Ile-de-France. I have the points for all of them. Gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, they're still making it difficult, huh? Alright. Alsace-Lorraine, Franche-Comté, Champagne, Centre, Poitou, Aquitaine, New Caledonia, Pyrénées-Atlantique, and Bourgogne. Can't quite afford it. Alright, so we'll let them keep... Well, now the borders are going to look stupid. We'll let them keep Champagne. Alright, still trying to get Alsace-Lorraine. If we let the Soviets get Alsace-Lorraine, that's a very good defensive position, which is a risk. That said, I can let them have Bourgogne, I think. Well, no, because of the aluminum. I gotta get the aluminum. I gotta take Bourgogne, friends. And I gotta leave Alsace-Lorraine to the Soviets, unfortunately. Oh, still with Bourgogne. I gotta get it, friends. I gotta get it. Alright. Very nice. Alright, this is gonna make things a little silly, but we're gonna see in a second how it all looks. So, do we have divisions in exile? We sure do. Alright, you guys are in the Comintern. This is the Republic of Austria. Do we have military access through here? And what about you? Czechoslovakia, military access, please. Oh, the American occupation zone is in the Moreland turn. That's pretty cool. Soviet Union, we already have military access through here. Soviet France is based in Alsace-Lorraine. Alright, let's take a second for all those requests to go through. So. These units can go through here. You are in Austria, and Austria is not in a faction, so you can't strategically redeploy through here. Alright. Okay, so these two units can't go anywhere yet. Alright, we're basically going to redeploy all the way through... Wait a minute. France! France, why are you cosplaying as Britain? Silly. Alright. So, Beresford Pierce, your army is going to be over here. Just, you know, to keep things hunky-dory over here in the west. 7. We'll guard this territory. We'll guard this territory. And you guys need to come over back to India. And everyone's good. Everyone's good. Let me just make sure all of the units in this army can get where they're going. Alright, everyone's en route. The Fatherland Front takes over Bulgaria. The Fatherland Front is an anti-fascist Bulgarian political organization radically opposed to the authoritarian regime of Georgy Dimitrov, made up of members from numerous political groups but heavily influenced by the communists and formed to confront the dictatorial system imposed in Bulgaria. After an uprising orchestrated by this organization, a violent civil war broke out between the troops loyal to the Bulgarian government and the supporters of the Fatherland Front. Finally, the war has come to an end, and the communists have fully overthrown Dimitrov's regime and proclaimed the People's Republic of Bulgaria. Where are you? So these units will also take into India. We'll grab any stragglers in a second once they've sorted themselves out. Yeah, okay, so these units are strategically redeploying to territories that we can safely use. Justification by against us for war goals by the German Republic. Beautiful. Annex Goa has been bypassed. There's something below Annex Goa, right? A Tiger Unchained. Well, that makes our mountaineers better. Yeah, I'll definitely do that eventually. Alright, so armor stuff is getting done here. Not a lot more to research, to be honest. Let's get the upgraded transport plane, shall we? Got a few more points to play with. This is our tank designer. We're trying to get through to here, though. Or no, we're not trying to get through there. We're trying to get through to here. Yeah! 5% attack and breakthrough. Very good for tanks. Alright, now... And this is British Italy. They're in the Allies. I need to make sure I'm not leaving myself completely open to attack by the Allies. So we'll go ahead and put an army there as well. Actually... I'm going to grab a chunk of the pink army. Put them over here. We'll just split that army between those fronts. Switzerland is still as neutral as it's ever been. Spain joined the Allies. Okay, interesting. I didn't realize there was a Spain. Oh, I left a little territory down here. You know what, Spain? You deserve it. I believe in you. And actually, we'll grab a few units from this army to cover Gibraltar. Now, how's our resource situation? Steel is low. Interesting. This seems extremely silly. Whoa, we've got a lot of people we can trade steel with. But let's take a look at our factories first, because we're short some factories. Yeah, we're short on factories. Alright, so we'll drop mechanized. We'll drop infantry equipment. We'll drop artillery. It's going to get us... We're now producing air again. Let's drop off a few more artillery. A few more mechanized. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's drop fighters by us. Ooh, I don't want to drop fighters by a smidge. Let's drop support. Yeah, we'll drop fighters. We'll drop fighters. And then as we build more factories, we'll have more fighters. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a day ticked over so that we can make sure we're good to go on stuff. You, sir, need to get underway back to India. And ditto for you. Now, we do have some armies over here in China. I believe in the current ongoing war in China, the Guangxi clique and Shanxi are the only majors here, which means that if we're conscientious and we can beat the Guangxi clique, we can just do it. And that's a war. Can I supply over these mountains? I don't think I can. I can. That's beautiful. With that having been said, I'm not defending this territory, so that may be unwise to try to do. I think going via convoy is going to be smarter for the time being. Let's get our air wings over to China. Because right now they're all in Europe. Well, we'll get them over to India. Everybody go to Delhi. Alright, so... I'm going to form these two armies that I'm leaving in Europe into their own army. We'll put Meservy in charge here. And these armies will go on to exercising for the time being. Well, so that once they're in place, they can get a little bit stronger. I should have a few units available. Oh, I've got a bunch of units that are not proper infantry units that I can convert into proper infantry units. And now I've still got an army down here. These units are more in supply than I expected. What if I attack Singapore? No. Not even a little bit. Alright. Okay, various newly created countries being drawn into the war. But our armies are on their way back. So this is my main field army. My main field army group. All these units are on their way back to India. You're down here. I'm just trying to get a sense of where I'm at. Yeah, Khan's army, you're in the Philippines. I think I can safely turn this army into proper infantry divisions at this point. I've surely got the equipment. This army is defending over here against Afghanistan and Iran. And now Sinkiang. I think I can... Let me see, how much artillery have I got? And not that much. I don't have that much artillery in the pot. I could convert these units over. Let's see what other use I've got. This... Right, these armies are in China. Let's get these units mobilizing supply hubs. Supply in China is truly atrocious, but that is what it is. So what's our goal here? I think our goal is going to be to go after Japan. And I think I know exactly how to do it. Vichy France joined the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. That's extremely funny. They're our enemy, that's fine. I assume. So how do I want to tackle this? I think going directly into Japan is going to be the best call. So, I got our main field army here. What if, instead, I planned a massive naval invasion of Japan? Yeah, I think that's the right call. I think that's how we want to go about things. Please tell me I researched the upgraded transports. Hooray! I didn't. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. Interesting. Let's go ahead and grab a research slot and put them in charge over there. Getting these landing craft. It's almost surely not going to take 144 days for this army to get over here. So, this is no longer the European theater. This is the Asian theater. The Asiatic theater? The Korean theater. Because these armies are going to Korea. Send this army to Seoul. Let's get some mechanized in training. I've got plenty of mechanized equipment now. And soon I'll have more. Well, not now, but soon I'll have more. Let me see. 13 divisions seems like close to the right amount for this army. Alright. You guys over here. And I'm going to put this army... Yeah, I'm going to put this army over here as follow-on forces as well. It's going to be good. Alright. So now I can build up air bases in Korea. So let's do it. I'm going to need all of the air support that I can muster over here. And I've got some repairs to do, but not much. So let's take a quick look at what I can do to improve my overall situation. I do have some places I could definitely still be building up industry. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of capacity for building up still. So that's nice. Let's get some more nuclear reactors under construction. Because everyone likes nukes. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we'll just build nukes. We'll build nukes. Everyone loves having more nuclear reactors. Sensible and reasonable foreign policy. Mysore and East Bengal, or West Bengal, got a little bit of infrastructure under construction. That's curious. Not sure why I did all that, but it was probably the good. All right, the good. It was probably real smart. Real smart. War support's doing fine. War support penalties from combat casualties are increasing. Lebanese Republic capitulated. Didn't realize they had turned into their own country. Yes. Republic of Syria is being conquered once again. I guess no one decided to take that territory. British not taking territory in the Middle East. Challenge level impossible. Hooray! We got a thermonuclear bomb. Excellent. Excellent. Alright, and let's get working on a commercial nuclear reactor. That should be fun. So, what is this? Okay. 116 days till we've got a thermonuclear bomb. And there's definitely some usages for a thermonuclear bomb, I would say. I'm not just going to do terror bombing, but I'm not going to do none terror bombing either. Republic of Syria has capitulated. Very nice. Obviously, we're way over our limit of units. Over here. Listening to the will of the French people, Leopold Bugeaud has managed to bring together a peaceful unification of the democratic French states. It remains to be seen what effect this will have on the world at large, but at least in Calais, the people are celebrating this historic event. Good for them, I suppose. You better not be taking chunks of... Okay, alright. No. They're not. They're not trying to take any Indian French territory. That's good. Oh, that's right. I did have a fleet over here. Alright, there's the Burma rifles. So now I can do that focus that gives me... Oh, not quite. I still gotta do Gurkhas. I got the electric torpedo. Let's go ahead and finish out with... What else was I working on? So now I've completely forgotten what the transport plane. The transport plane. That's the thing. Alright. I can ban these territories. I can let ships go through these areas now, because Japan doesn't have much of a navy left. Right? You say you doing your job? Kinda. So, let's take a second. Fighter wings are extremely experienced. Cass wings. Let's get you down here. Not quite as experienced. This unit can be... This is our original terrible Cass. These guys can officially be disbanded. I don't need them. And these are our strategic bombers. So, we're still building that up. Yugoslavia and British Italy can absolutely have docking rights. So yeah, these fighter wings are looking pretty rock solid. Let's see if I got any extra aces lying around. I sure do. In fact, I've got a ton. This game needs more portraits for aces. What about Cass aces? Yes, okay. Can you show me the Cass aces? I don't have a single Cass ace. I don't have a single bomber ace. It's all other boys. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, we've got a whole pile of divisions in here. And that means we've got a supply problem. That's okay. Let's move these units to Vladivostok. No, actually, Jadeja's army is the one I want to lead with. Manekshaw can follow on. So, let's see. We'll get a naval invasion going into Kokura. A naval invasion going into Nagasaki. A naval invasion going in north of Nagasaki. A naval invasion going in northeast of Nagasaki. Let me see, that's 16 divisions. It's a big risk if I send more divisions than this. Particularly with no ports. On the other hand, critical mass is very important. So let's do it. I'm sending in an entire army on this naval invasion. None of them are going to be landing unopposed that I can see. But we'll have plenty of air support. Let's get our air in here. I'm gonna mostly deploy, I think, you're doing fine right there. Put you in a little training just to get these units a little bit of strength back. We got a lot of follow-on units here. We don't have the naval supremacy, so let's go ahead and grab our, let's grab our one fleet. We'll at least get them based in, in the Philippines for now. What's our overall situation? If I would say me, how close are we to more nukes? We're doing pretty good. Alright, again, I don't really see a huge need for participating too much in the land war over here. I think... Tempting to take that airbase. Alright, so we're gonna have not all of our fighter wings here initially. We'll do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll have 12 fighter wings. And how many wings of CAS is this actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll put 12 fighter wings and 8 CAS wings overall into the action. And this is going to get us the reach we need to do a little bit of work, at least. Once we've got air bases in territory we're holding in Japan, that's going to be of critical importance. So, anything else I can do with my political power? Stability's looking pretty good. I can export tea to the United Kingdom. It gives me civilian factories and increases their stability. It's 70 political power. I want to keep my own tea. I like tea. How long is it going to take me to get more mechanized? Not too long. Excellent. We're going to build ourselves a big old mechanized army. And more submarines. Maybe I'll build up more dockyards. That'll be fun. Maybe once these air bases in Korea are finished. Nah, you know what? Look at these going right now. We're still working on some nuclear facilities, but after that we'll do dockyards, and that'll let us get more of what we want to have. Alright, how long until our fleets get here? They're nearly here. Beautiful. Excellent. Let's get some more A upgrades. Alright, with that being said, that is all the time we got for this episode. I think our next episode is going to be the invasion of Japan, and we'll see how buck wild that goes. For now, I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.